Before sunrise on July 16, 1969, a towering Saturn V rocket stood silently in Florida. At 110 meters tall, it was the most powerful machine humans had ever built. Inside, 3 astronauts waited, carrying not just equipment, but the hopes of an entire planet. At 9:32 a.m., the silence broke. Engines ignited, the ground trembled, and Saturn V began to rise. With controlled fire and impossible force, humanity left Earth behind, for the first time, aiming not for the sky, but for another world. Apollo 11 traveled nearly 400,000 kilometers through open space. Earth slowly shrank into a fragile blue sphere. Guided by simple computers and human precision, the spacecraft moved steadily toward the Moon. In Houston, engineers watched every signal. Each number, each sound mattered. There was no reset button, no rescue mission. Every decision made on Earth echoed through space. On July 19th, Apollo 11 entered orbit around the Moon. Below them lay a silent, ancient surface untouched by life. 1 astronaut would remain above, while 2 prepared to descend into history. As the lunar module Eagle began its descent, alarms sounded. The landing site was rougher than planned. Fuel dropped rapidly. With seconds remaining, Neil Armstrong took manual control, guiding the craft away from danger. Then stillness. Eagle touched the Moon safely. A calm voice broke the tension. The Eagle has landed. Humanity had reached another world. Hours later, Neil Armstrong stepped down the ladder. His boot pressed into lunar dust that had never known life. "One small step for man," he said. "One giant leap for mankind." Across Earth, millions watched through flickering black and white screens. Borders, politics, and language disappeared. For a moment, the world stood together. Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin worked carefully, collecting samples and setting up experiments. Every movement was slow, deliberate. They were explorers, not conquerors, in a place where mistakes meant death. Above them, Michael Collins orbited alone. If anything failed, he would return without them. The mission depended on trust, precision, and silence. After 21 hours, the ascent engine fired. Eagle rose from the surface, leaving behind footprints that may remain for millions of years. Apollo 11 raced home, hitting Earth's atmosphere at extreme speed. Fire wrapped around the capsule as technology stood between life and destruction. On July 24, 1969, the mission ended in the Pacific Ocean. All 3 astronauts returned safely. The impossible had become real. Apollo 11 proved that humans could leave Earth and return. It reshaped science, technology, and belief itself. In 8 days, humanity stopped looking only at the stars and began walking among them.